Yes, people, what is going on? Welcome back to MFTV. Guys, back-to-back race victories. Um, is McLaren back? It's one of the questions we're going to be asking ourselves throughout the course of this evening. But of course, I'm joined with my co-host Mahad from the Pit Stop Fracker. Mahad, what's going on, man?
I think we're back in business. Can't complain. You're thinking possibly maybe Hungary was a one-off, and maybe that might have been our only win for the season. But look, more upgrades. Moving forward, is the title charge on? Who knows? I don't know, Peter.
Is the title
Is the
charge
title charge?
on? Man, what's Lando? 83 points behind one Kimi Antonelli.
We need some disasters to go happen at Brackley, guys.
Yeah, man, we need some disasters. I mean, look, Kimi Antonelli's got a penalty going into Monza, right? So that's what, back of the grid settings. So there's an open goal. There's an open goal for Monza if we're equipped, if we're ready. Do you know what I mean?
Us being equipped in Monza is a bit scary, though.
It's always scary. It's always scary. It's always scary. We can't talk too much. We can't talk too much. But people, we're back from the summer break, man, and we just normal service resumed.
Yeah.
That's what it seems to be.
Did you miss F1? Welcome back. A dub for us.
Yeah, man. Did you guys do that? Let's get into the comments. Let's see how you guys are feeling. Shout out to Adam, says, evening, gents. A lovely weekend. Lando is on fire right now. Driving like a champion, minus the starts. Oscar needs to sort this out soon. Yes, strategy was poor, but pace was off. Yeah, we'll get into the, as much as there was good news and good stuff there that we could enjoy this weekend, there was some things to, be concerned about, let's say. Rosa says, Lando, so proud of the race he drove today in terms of his decision making and confidence. Also happy McLaren solved the terrible pace in the sprint. But what was Oscar's strategy? Again, his pace as well. You guys are giving clear observations, both pace and strategy. So yeah, that's fair enough. Double A3 Archer says, hi all, great turnaround from the sprint. Lando with the crazy race pace yet again. Oscar's strategy wasn't great, but the pace was concerning. Very, very positive weekend overall. Somehow spooked Mercedes so much that we have Russell into Bottas. Good grief. Good grief. Good grief. That's how we're going on. That's how we're going on, people, yeah? Drea, what's going on? Hello, lads. Back to back. Yes. But could have had a good race for both guys. Can we have a good race for both people? I hear you. You're on mute, Cuzzy. I don't know if you were saying something there, but he was on mute.
We need a 1-2. We need a 1-2.
We need a 1-2, man. And there's a place. There's a place.
Anything in the construction, we need something.
Oh, 1,000%. Yeah, 1,000%. We need something. We definitely need something. After Saturday, I hope for a podium, not more. That was some performance from Lando. Oscar, ouch. I feel like that's a repetitive cycle this season. Z says, hi, everyone. Hope you're well, Z. Good to see ya. Nom says, hello. What a way to send off Zandvoort. Yeah, it is indeed. See, it goes to show what happens when you have smaller cars, isn't it? Everything was about you can't overtake, you can't overtake, you can't overtake. How many times have we said that this season? And how many races have we got based on the fact that we did some, the cars are finally thinner, better for overtaking, because Zandvoort is a narrow circuit, don't get me wrong, but we saw some overtaking. And if Imola does come on the track, I'm intrigued. If Imola makes it to the circuit this year, I'm intrigued to see how these cars perform. What on that? What was your thoughts on Zandvoort? The perfect way to send it off? How you feeling about Zandvoort? You sad that it's gone?
3 poles in a row. McLaren dominance. Obviously, starting off the Canada now. That we use the stat pad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even on 2023, we managed to get a front row, even though that turned into a disaster. But
yeah.
Happy hunting ground for us. I wouldn't say the racing has been absolutely spectacular. It's probably better with these cars, but yeah, I'm kind of upset that this is another track that we're very, very good at. That's gone off the calendar. So,
indeed.
Yeah, we're gonna have to just see what these new tracks bring. I know we got the Madrid Grand Prix, whatever it is, Spanish Grand Prix. That's happening.
Madrid, yeah. In a couple of weeks.
Good to sign off on Zandvoort, us dominating. Even in the 80s, we cooked on this track. So It's good that we carried on the traditions.
We'll see. It may turn up back in the event on the calendar soon. Who knows, man? You know how it is. Sometimes you gotta kind of look back and say, do you know what? That last race wasn't too bad. Maybe we might have to come back again and say hello. Steph Hello says, hello everyone. What a great weekend. I'm glad we're back on top for now. For now, indeed. Oscar is concerning. He's totally lost. After seeing what I said about the strategy decision, I'm not so angry about the strategy anymore. They need to find a way to help him somehow because this is bad. Sophie says, hello, feeling pretty good. So proud of Lando. What a drive. I need Oscar in those podiums too, ASAP. Adam says, Monza 1-2 would be lovely. We need redemption. That, I'll sign off the season after that. If we got a 1-2 in Monza, I'm signing off. I'm like, yeah, that's it. We've done it. We've done it all. We've done what we needed to do. Shout out to Jade, says, hi guys. My early season concerns about Oscar's pace have been confirmed. Shout out to you, Jade, man. Oh, we're hoping they weren't true. Human Flyers, good to see you. Evening. That Lando pass was so good. That Lando pass was sensational. That was sensational indeed. Milani, hope you're good. Milani T, what's going on? Hello, guys. What a weekend from Lando. Big up yourself. Thank you for joining us. Federico, hi all. I hope everyone enjoyed their break. Lando is showing everyone why he's a champion. Mahad, do you still think we'll get 4 wins or do you think we might get more?
You lot call me crazy for saying 4 wins. From what I remember.
Because I think I said 2.
I need to look that back. You lot looked at me like I needed to get sectioned or something.
It's true. It's true.
In some boxes. More than 4. That's possible. Definitely. You see the performances in Hungary and Zandvoort. We've got we've got Brazil coming up. We've got Mexico. We could be good at as well. Maybe even good at Kota as well with the high speed.
Yeah.
There is an opportunity for us to win more races here, for sure. Will we win everyone? We'll have to see. Monza's going to be the test.
Monza will be the test. Monza will be the test.
Obviously, we've locked in our gearing. So top speed is going to be a bit difficult compared to Mercedes. And our slow speed is still not good. So
no.
We'll see what happens.
No, Steph says, look, we need to do something in Monza because horrors are happening since 2021. I don't know what we sold. Where did we sell our souls for that 1-2 in Monza? What did we do? You know what I mean? For that 2021 win, we did something. And Human Fly says, and again, we get to Europe and Oscar falls apart. Back to back is on.
He was okay in Europe last year. He fell apart.
Oscar. Yeah, it felt like it was just after this moment here. Mahad, what a weekend! What a crazy weekend! Because from the sprint, I barely even remember it. We didn't have the best of times. The pace wasn't there, but in the race, we were jubilant, drinking that Moet champagne on the podium once again. Lando Norris smashing the bottle as he loves to do every time he wins, and his pace was just ferocious. He started on pole in the race and he won the race as well. I mean, 10 out of 10 from Lando. Where are you?
I'm gonna give you his grade at the end when I think about it. I need to kind of process it. But in terms of just the weekend overall, like coming into sprint qualifying, I thought we did well sprint qualifying. I was like, yeah, I know this car's fast. We can put this on pole, but we just couldn't eke it out. And it was pretty annoying that both cars couldn't be a little bit lock out the front row. That's what I was assuming as qualifying was progressing, sprint qualifying. But it kind of all just like a little bit fell apart on the last runs. Considering that that wasn't a good lap, because Lando didn't consider that a good lap, and he still was on the front row. I think that was kind of a sign of things to come in terms of our 1 lap pace. But then when you watch the sprint race on the Saturday, I was thinking in my mind, oh, we might be quality merchants here. Like, we've got serious issues. Now, if things come out after the race weekend, it turns out that we're so good in high speed that it cooked our tires. we had that much downforce in the high speed section in sector 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a positive, yeah. But it required the team to tweak the car a little bit for qualifying in the race, so we're not cooking the rears that much in the high speed and able to kind of manage the other sections and kind of compensate for the slow speed turn 1 and kind of deal with that. So I think big thumbs up to the team sorting out the setup, because that's a small window between sprint race and qualifying. I think it's only like 3-4 hours, and they managed to do that and do it perfectly in terms of getting it into the right window. I know it required especially Lando and Oscar to drive in a particular way, but they found a way that to be able to kind of keep the high speed sector 2 downforce and be able to manage the tires for the rest of the lap as well. So I think that was quite good. I think we're good out of the box getting the car set up for qualifying, but we just need to do some further tweaks. Because remember last year and the year before, setup, that was minor. When it was practice sessions and stuff like that, especially sprint weekend, the car would be perfectly balanced immediately. I just feel like we just need a little bit more work when it comes to getting the car refined for actual races, sprint races and real races. But they managed to do a really, really great job over that period of time.
And is it
that, look, you have the fastest car in it.
Is it just?
I'm still saying we had the third fastest car because that's what
that's what they said. Was it fourth? Was it third? Anyway,
they said we're behind Ferrari and Mercedes. This is what F1 said on Sunday morning. So.
Oh, well, look what happened. Look what happened. Z was saying that, I figured they didn't quite get the sprint set up right, and yeah, whether it's a case of, is it dusting off cobwebs, like, they've had however many weeks off, they got back into it, and it feels like we've had 2 summer breaks this season in Formula One. Okay, with the cancellations of Grand Prix, we've had a couple of breaks where maybe it's just a case of, look, we need to get back into the swing of things. If we had like 3 back-to-back race weekends in a row, I think those little things will kind of be tuned up. We've got one more sprint weekend, and and bear in mind, after this holiday break, whatever you want to call it, summer break, you got one practice run. You get one practice run, and you got to make sure that's nailed to the T. I think Dre is making that point here. Look, I think with the new wing, there was so much to learn in only one session, basically. Nobody expected Deg to be so high. And Lando said they worked a lot to turn things around with the setup. There was a lot of praise about the turning things around thing. Yeah, there was a lot of praise coming out of the camp.
They maintained their quality pace, you know what I mean? And then added the performance for the race as well. The next race is Singapore, by the last one for the season, which is a bit
Singapore.
Oh, what are we doing there?
I think we'll surprise people though. I think we'll be better than what we fear. We'll be better than what we fear.
I think if there's any tracks with high speed corners, let's say for example Sector 2 Monza, no one will get near us. We already kind of proved that. But our deficit in slow speed is a lot compared to Mercedes Ferrari. They're like much quicker than us. And that's something that if we can maintain our advantage in high speed, medium speed, and actually just a little bit raise it, we don't need to be as fast as them, just raise it a little bit so the deficit ain't as much, we're able to kind of start stringing some real results together in terms of wins and poles.
Yeah, absolutely. Archer says, look, our gap in Sector 2 compared to Mercedes was pretty big. I think around 4/10. He goes on also to say that we just need to be Sector 2 merchants in Monza. When we think about Lando himself, we talked about him. You specifically spoke about him being driving tremendously well this season and not being recognized for it. And now it seems like, I was hearing on Sky, like they're saying, McLaren's the team to beat. And I was thinking, hang on a minute, guys, let's pull this back. Because I remember, like, we weren't given a prayer in terms of what we were capable of doing this season. We were written off. And listen, DNS, DNF, those things don't help. Reliability issues don't help. The way we even turn up to the season, doesn't help. But to all of a sudden put that tag on us now, I mean, it's quite a leap, quite a jump. All of a sudden, people are waking up to what I would argue we've been seeing. Lando has performed the same this season. No,
Yeah, I would say that. I would say that 100%. Like since the beginning of the season, I said this guy's been performing well. He's been performing
yeah,
well. Like he's not really had like bad races. That makes sense. So
like the amount of championship drive I was
only thing
hearing,
that's changed
championship
is
drive,
Derby belt, right?
exactly, and it's still not top
And then
according to
you know
Lando.
how the F1 media cycle is. Like it's whatever's hot at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, the
All of
flavor
a
of the month.
sudden, Ferrari win the next race. Oh yeah, they're in the title race. You know what I mean?
Correct. Yeah, yeah, correct. Yeah, flavor of the month. I'll make you right on that one. Yeah, like I was hearing a lot of championship drive, championship drive. You think to yourself, okay, what were you watching before? But as you say, look, the focus was whoever's on pole, whoever's winning race, whatever's going on there. Look, with the Kimi Antonelli of it all and stuff like that. Not sure Monza will be the track for us with the slow speed and the high drag. Maybe we do use the special wing. Kimi has a penalty, so it might be a chance. If we're good there, we are on for something. Where are we
I
with
think for
with
Lando,
Dre's comment there?
Let's just finish ahead of Kimi, innit? That's the objective.
So the penalty means he starts at the back, right?
It depends if he takes a 10 1 or 21.
Okay, so there's
He'll
still
be right back.
there's still a caveat. Okay, so
Caveat. If it's 20, then he's definitely got to finish ahead of him. And hope Kimi's like 6 or 7 or something like that.
I think even a 10, I mean, Lando has to qualify top, front row.
Top 3.
He's got to be top 3. He's got to be at least in the front row. If he's going to be second row, then Z says, have we given up on the constructors? I mean, guys, do you remember I said at the start of the season? Remember what I said at the start of the season? It looked crazy.
That links to the elephant in the room we'll speak about.
Well, okay, fine. Oh, the elephant in the room. Okay. Let's see what else you guys are saying in the meantime. Lando Norris has never met a sector 2 he didn't like. Always performing. Milani says, I think Lando wins Singapore, Brazil, and Kota. If he can do those three, I mean, there's a conversation to be had, especially that Singapore. That's a very impressive one. Rosa says, Imola, then Madrid, Jeddah 2.0. So is Imola definitely going to be on there?
Madrid ring, whatever. I'm just looking at the map now. There's not that many streets. There's some high speed there, but there's a lot of like slow speed left, right, where it's a bit jinky.
Where's this? Sorry, Madrid.
Madrid, yeah, the Madrid, whatever it is.
Yeah.
There isn't too many like long straights. It's not like Monza or something, but it might not suit us in terms of slow speed.
We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Reza says, what? No one's going to mention Max? No one's going to mention it. Hey, how many spins is that now?
Max not driving McLaren.
That's the thing.
About him signing a contract this Thursday and him not being at McLaren.
That's when we will talk on Max. Yeah, do you know what I mean? And listen,
do you think he was going to come to McLaren?
Did I think? I believe in anything, man. All things are possible. All things are possible, man. Like in a world where I watched Daniel Ricciardo walk into our team and walk out of our team, all things are possible, for sure. And with Zach Brown here, mate, anything can happen. What about you? Obviously, for you, it was like no chance.
I would have taken it if he did come, but for me, I'm just like we're locked in with what we got. I think the major concern now is kind of securing Lando's contract and moving forward with that.
Definitely, by the way, we need to lock that down right now.
That's right now. What, next year? So that end of next year. So that needs to get sorted out, and then we'll see what's going on with Oscar. I think they'll probably also that until he figures out.
See how he is next season. Yeah.
Because if it is a rule set thing, then that's more deep. That's more deep than usual. If that makes sense.
Yeah. All I'm saying, if we get Monaco, say again.
I'm gonna pick some mic. Hold on.
Oh, okay, cool. Good to know. Cheers for that, Drea. All I'm saying, if we get Monaco nullified, just 58 points back, says Alex, the Oracle. Reincarnation, big up yourself, says, should McLaren change their gear ratios for the rest of the season? they are allowed one change? It depends. Like, will it cut the difference? Because for what does it cost us to change, and what do we gain in the change? Do we guarantee we gain anything in that change? That's the only problem. It's the bit I'm trying to get my head around.
They've locked it in already. I think they've decided they're not changing it. From an article I read anyway. I think they decided we're not changing it all. So I think we're locked in, but then that gives us advantage on tracks that are like Madrid, Hungary and Zandvoort. So it'll be definitely an advantage for Brazil and Mexico and stuff like that. So I think they're just going to stick to it.
Yeah, you're nice, loud and clear now. You're much, much better there. Let's have a look. Rosa says 2 weeks early, but it's forecasted to rain next weekend in Imola. Yeah, you've gone early there. But I mean, we're not. First of all, I mean, what if it rains in Imola? Does it mean it rains in Monza? You know, San Marino. How close is that to the Monza region?
They said Imola's happening in December. What the hell is that? It's an ice rink.
It will be an ice rink, and that's like northern Italy, isn't it? So it's cold. So it's not gonna be like. Yeah, do your thing. It's not like we're gonna be in Naples or anything like that, or in Como. Human Fly says Lando would be right there in the championship without our early reliability issues. He's been top class this year. Absolutely. If we did not have those issues that we had at the start of the season, Lando Norris would be live and direct. He would be absolutely live and direct, no doubt about it. I'm just trying to see now if anybody got thoughts on Lando Norris's performance over the weekend, because I think obviously some of you guys have already put it. It was absolutely outstanding. And it goes to show now that people are seeing what he's capable of. We were watching that early doors, weren't we? From the start of the season, we saw what this man is capable of. We know exactly how good he is, how great he's been this season. And as you say, Human Flies, you know what? Kimi Antonelli would have his hands full. He would have his hands full with one Lando Norris. That's for damn sure. Chris says an article came out today that Lando contract talks started in June, looking at 60 million plus. That's a whole lot of money. That is a lot of money. Mahad, is your mic back and running?
Is my mic working? Who knows?
Your mic is working. It does sound low still.
I give up.
But
guys,
there's got to be a way I can do something.
Give it one more try.
I'm sure you can. Let's see. Edit mic settings. Say again.
Better now.
I feel like you sound similar. Let's see what the listeners have to say. You sound similar. What do you think about these contract talks? 60 million plus. Everyone, turn up your.
My neighbors are gonna hear this. What you talking about? Lando's contract, yeah.
Yeah.
60 is a bit low, no?
It's a bit low.
Yeah, that's a bit low.
Surely.
I thought mic and everything. You know what I mean?
He's got the big boy mic. He's got the big boy mics.
Actually, you know what? I bought a mic. I'll be back. I bought one.
Demos, he just remembered. 60 million is not low, surely, guys. Huh? Now, what do you guys think of the chat? 60 million quid a year for Mr. Lando Norris. Let's see. Human Fly says, I turned up, so Mahad is normal and Peter is blasting my ears. I'm so sorry. Listen, guys, if you all turn up your volume, I'll back it off a little bit. You know what I mean? And then we can get back to normal service. I think we make many changes next year. Different gears and a longer car, says Drea. Is the shorter car affecting us negatively as such? Because I like the fact that our car is nice and tight but it must be affecting performance. In fact, we mentioned this on the pod a couple of weeks back, didn't we? That our car being small was a deficit to us. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what goes on there. Rosa says, I don't know why I keep saying Imola instead of Monza. Okay, cool. Because I was going to say, thinking, is Imola already guaranteed? Then I'm just not aware of this. Have I just not been keeping up to date? But okay, cool. You mean Monza? Alex says 8 out of 10 of the last polls converted. 55% poll to win rate. Enough is said. 8 out of 10 of the last polls was converted. Interesting. Okay. It's been that kind of a season. Yeah, it's been that kind of a season. Rosa says he's really putting in the work off track. I mean, he just feels way more mature. He feels, you know what I mean? He's sort of standing tall. He's got his shoulders broad. He just comes across as somebody like, yo, I do this for a living. You know what I mean? I do this for a living. This is what I was born to do. I was born to win, to be a race winner, to win the championship. And I don't know what it was during the race, actually. Funny enough, I was having flashbacks of when he joined McLaren, when he started. And I was sitting there thinking, man, like, I can't believe we've come this far. And I can't believe Lando Norris actually got to win the championship with McLaren. Like, he stuck it out. And there's something that has to be said about the commitment, the loyalty, the never give up, the faithfulness, the tenacious character of him. Honestly, like, I think the more I think about Lando Norris, the more I kind of get emotional that it paid off. The hard work paid off, because it doesn't always pay off for some people. So yeah, I'm finally glad. I'm glad that Lando finally gets his own flowers from the outside world. He deserves that. He definitely does. Mahad will survive. Yeah, people were saying that I'm okay. Mahad's okay. I'm just too loud. I'll back off the mic a bit. Maybe it's just maybe I'm getting too excited. Human Fly says the media have been saying he's back, but in reality he never went away. Fantastic point, Human Flies. They've been too busy carping on about Kimi and Lewis. I mean, listen, Lewis is smiling again. Lewis is in a car where he feels comfortable again. You know, it's a Ferrari car at that. Like, they're always going to gravitate towards that, especially in the English media, the British media. It's going to be that way. And I'm sure, you know, with the fact that obviously the Kimi Antonelli of it all, look, it's a sensational story at the end of the day. We know Kimi Antonelli, what he has accomplished over this past year, from where he was last season as well as a rookie to where he is now. Do you remember his European run last year, Kimi Antonelli? And look at him now, comfortably, not comfortable, but he's got a good lead in the championship, you know? And at the end of the day, like, we can't, he's so consistent. Do you know what I mean? He's so consistent. But yeah, they have been talking about those two way more. And it goes to show that when you do win races, then we talk about you. Because there's been some other really good drivers out there this season. When you think of like a Pierre Gasly, maybe a Liam Lawson, I'm impressed by those two drivers this season. And to be impressed by an Alpine is hilarious. Do you know what I mean? Like, and you know what Liam Lawson has been doing as well, you know, in the racing balls. And you know, it was good to see him actually get that Red Bull seat, you know, in all honesty, you know, whilst Isaac Hadji recovers. And Yuki Tsunoda. I mean, seeing Yuki Tsunoda, I'm sure that's gonna bring joy to Mahad for sure. Mahad is trying to join us. Let's see, is he live and direct in the building? You were shaking your head there. Well, why?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Boy, you're nice and loud. Let me turn you down. Let me see. I'll turn you down on my headphones. We are good. We are good. Watch it now. Everyone's gonna say you're too loud. You got that? Okay.
Let me adjust the volume, guys, so I don't blow your ears off.
No, I think you're pretty blessed. Let's see what the
my Mac.
Say.
All right.
Let's see what the listeners are saying.
I'm here now.
Chris is saying that he'll be
all over my laptop. So if it switches off halfway,
yeah,
you know what's happened.
You said you poured water on your laptop.
Yeah. Just now,
mate. Get the hairdryer. Get something now, bro. Get the rice.
No, man, I walk with God. Man. Whatever happens. I wiped it. If it got in there, oh well.
Oh, I love it. I
won't put the mic too close to my mouth.
Too close.
I don't blow your ears off, guys. 60 million, yeah. Do you think he went to his agent and said, Santa's getting 30, you better double it right now?
Bro, by the way, Carlos Sainz, fam. Bro, I woke up one day and it was like, yo, he's on a cul-de-sac contract. He's on like death row contract. He can't get out of Williams. He's not going to get his championship, blah, blah, blah. Then he signs a new one. I'm there like, what? I can't keep up. Anyway, what was Sainz? 70 million? Was it 75?
Or 30, I think.
What, per year? Oh, 30?
Do you think Norris?
I think it's the total.
What do you think Norris is? Why am I getting paid the same as Sainz? Double my salary now. Although, like with the McLaren drivers, their base salary is quite is not quite modest in the F1 terms, but their bonuses are crazy. So both Lando and Oscar got paid crazy amounts because of the bonuses.
Because of how they performed.
So they got well over 50 each.
Yeah.
I think Lando even got more than 60. But if he's making this the base salary, then good on him, man. But whatever we need to do to retain him in it, because right now nobody's moving. Like their drivers are not moving teams or nothing like that. So we might as well just hold on to what we got.
Maybe I've been looking at the wrong figures here, but I thought like the highest paid driver, for example, in the Max and the Lewis conversation was like 45 million. I didn't realize it was 60 being third highest. Sounds crazy.
Didn't Max just say didn't Max new contract 130 million a year?
Oh, to be fair, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot that Max got a new contract, and I don't even know what the fee was.
Crazy.
What did you say? 130.
Does he think he's a quarterback?
Has he bought?
No, he's getting more than a quarterback. This is crazy. This is crazy money.
Yeah, more than Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, these are insane contracts. I mean, bro, Red Bull were desperate, man. I could have sworn he was on like 40 beforehand.
If you're Red Bull, their brothers are starving. If you're paying this much,
there's going to be
no prospect of winning championship or races anytime soon.
Bro, there's going to be some layoffs, man. There's going to be some layoffs.
I said there's layoffs at Red Bull.
Of course, man. You can't pay him 130. It's not going to hurt the day-to-day operations. You must be joking. Drea says they said the car shorter has a problem because the floor is still important and we get less downforce. Okay, yes, there we go.
Also, it's less surface area for the floor as well. But it looks like we're quite good with the downforce now. But maybe we've maximized it. Who knows? But we'll see. We'll see.
Maybe next year we'll be changing all of that. Shout out to everybody that's watching right now. Make sure you smash a like on the video on the stream right now. Over 20 of you watching at this moment in time. Smash a like, man. Lando is chill. He has nothing anymore to prove, says Human Flies. Lando deadass goes down to top 3 McLaren driver at this rate. Whoo, top 3.
Do you know what? At the rate he's at right now, especially if he wins the second championship or something like that, then he passes Hamilton in it. Then it's just Senna, Prost, and then him in it. So
where's Mika? Where's Mika in that?
That's an agreeable take.
What about Hakkinen? Where do we put him?
Oh, if they're both on 2.
Yeah, because they're both on 2. I mean, Lando might have more wins because of how long the seasons are in comparison.
Yeah, but it's not like Hakkinen. Hakkinen's got bare wins. It's not like
Hakkinen has got bare wins. Yeah. He had a good stint at McLaren. He was there for a minute.
Like it's gonna take Lando at least a season and a bit to get there. How much wins has Hakkinen got? Hakkinen's got 20 wins. Norris has got 13, so he needs 7 more wins to tie him.
He's gonna need about 7 wins to win the championship.
Lando's got the same amount of wins as David Coulthard right now.
Jeez. Wow. Yeah, I mean,
low key, if Lando low key, like if he gets 14 wins, then he's top 20 all time in wins.
Is he top 20 of all time?
That's crazy, isn't it?
That is crazy.
If Jenson Button's got 15 and he's 19th.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Mr. McLaren, as people are calling him.
Mr. McLaren, yeah. Did you speak on his performance while I was gone?
Yeah, I was just talking about how sensational he was. He was brilliant, man. I think it was absolutely outstanding. And what was, I think, more impressive was when he goes into the pits for the hard tire. It's a used tire, and he puts time on Antonelli. And Antonelli's on the softs. And this guy's put time on Antonelli. For me, it was like, okay, cool, this is nip and tuck now, yeah? As soon as Antonelli went into them softs, I thought, and then George Russell letting him through, I said, yo, what's going on? Then I see the charge.
The funniest thing is when they let him past. When they did the switch, yeah? When they did the switch, to me, I was like, what's the point, man? You ain't going to win the race. They did the switch, yeah? Tell me why Lando started gaining time. Like, he built the gap higher. I'm like, what? So you're doing all this strategy, let's move positions and stuff, and the gap is bigger now. What are you talking about? And you got fresher tires. But we know about clean air. This is my frustration, yeah. And don't get me wrong, I think Lando performs fantastically. I'm going to put that in his top 3 wins ever. Yeah, just because of the manner of how he did things. But for me personally, like, this is just me as a person that the way I like to see domination displayed. If he just kept the lead at the start, the guy could have won like by a minute.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
He could have just gone because you already know what he's going to do in clean air. But he's like, it's like, I'm going to get there, but I'm going to do it the hard way.
Yeah,
I have to
it was
do
Kung
this
Fu
and
style.
that. I have to do a crazy step. Like, we didn't need to do all of that.
No.
And to be fair to him, the first start was fantastic. He did what he needed to do. But obviously, Max had his crash, and then we had to do the restart again and do that. But it's like, for me, I'm like, now I'm expecting him not to hold the lead into turn one, which you should never feel like that about a drive.
No, you shouldn't.
I'm expecting that it's not going to happen, even though there was not much consequence to it because he was just faster driving. He was going to deal with it anyway. It could have been a much more easier afternoon for him, if that makes sense.
1000%.
That could have been
1000%.
a 20-second win, lead the whole race, do what you need to do, check off into the distance, which we've seen him do in the past. And he managed to do that in the last stint as well. But for me personally, as the new side that I saw, not really a new side, and I've seen it, maybe not for the win on multiple occasions, but the fact that the second when he put the hards on and he had the offset, he knew he was going to win the race. Look how quickly he caught Hamilton and Kimi.
By the way,
it was like a 5-second gap. It was basically invisible gap.
Because what was it? The first lap? Yeah, it was the first lap. He done 3 seconds.
I was watching the sectors, Peter. Yeah, there was one lap. I don't know which one it was. Yeah, he was faster than Antonelli by a second in sector 2, not in the lap. Just sector 2, he gained a second.
Man,
which is crazy base.
It is crazy.
And it seemed like he was the only guy that was going fast on the hards. No, everybody else struggling. Kimi was struggling. Oscar was struggling. Loads of drivers were struggling on the hards. They like get off the hards, right?
Yeah.
He was like, I'm loving it. And obviously, we know about Lando in these type of conditions. His car sliding all over the place. He's able to kind of like gather that, and he can kind of put in his best performances with that. But a criticism of mine that I had for Lando in the past is when he's behind someone, is he going to get it done or is he going to take ages? We've seen this in the past. Like he's going to let's say, for example, what was it Charles Leclerc last year? Just took ages in Qatar. Like just get it. Like, what we do.
Yeah.
This one's just clinical. Back.
That overtake.
Nasty overtake back straight at me. And not to say like he did a similar, not particularly similar, but he went around the outside of Max in Zandvoort that race when he lost the lead as well, and the first Zandvoort win. He did that. This one was just clinic, and then he dealt with Hamilton same lap. He was just like, let me get this out of the way, and I'm out. I'm off. And that's more. I feel like that's a confidence thing as well. He's not really thinking, I might damage my car here, or maybe I should think about the next lap or whatever. That's more built in him. He's a champion now. He's being more assertive. He's dealing with somebody that in Kimi that he knows has got less experience than him. Look, I can deal with this situation. Yeah, it's not a problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So, and it's a newfound confidence in the way he's driving. We've always known he's had pace. He's always had pace. That's not an issue. It's more to do with and it's not like he can't execute the move itself. It's the hesitancy of executing the move there and then, and kind of overthinking things. He was just like, he didn't. He's got a clear mind, and maybe that's what comes with a championship. You've got a clearer mind. He's just like, let me just do what I need to do. Let me just win this race. And once you got the taste of a win, like you get another one, and then the confidence builds and stuff like that. And he was right to say in the press conference afterwards, like nobody's driving better than me right now, and I would agree. I would say it's him and Antonelli. They're the people that are driving the best right now. You know what I mean? So
talking that talk.
Here we go. And then you have to remember, like Antonelli is much younger and experienced, but what he's been doing this year has been fantastic. You have to look at it within the context of who Antonelli is and what's going on. And he's been absolutely fantastic. He's been one of the drivers of the season. But Lando, like, just quietly, just putting results away, doing what he needs to do. And then the second the car's fast, he's there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll definitely put him in the top 3.
Man, sensational. Let's see some of your comments here. You guys have been talking lovely. Cold, slippery conditions for the final race. Lando's definitely winning that. Rye Papaya, big at yourself. Hope you're good and well. Lando's race pace is great, but losing positions on starts, lap 1, are going to lose him points at some point. Oscar has always struggled with the tire management by his speed, but his speed is there. Archer says, look, talking about money, what do you think of Toto's comments about Mercedes' budget?
That's music to
Yeah.
my ears. Is it music to your ears, Peter?
Yeah, I think he's chatting rubbish. I don't believe
You think
him.
he's chatting rubbish?
Yeah, I don't believe him. I don't believe him. If
Man's
there's one guy I
moving
do
like
not believe,
he's pretending to be. He's pretending to be broke for tax purposes.
I don't believe him, man. I don't believe him. Science, the Kirk Cousins of Formula One. Oh, that's hit us both, boy. That's a sore one for both of us. If you're NFL fans, boy, this Kirk Cousins, man, he's done stuff to my team, man. Not a lot, to be honest. Toto talks a lot of nonsense. He plays the game he plays. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. Every time Norris gets a good start, some nonsense occurs to deny him. Glad it wasn't.
That's actually true.
Was talking to, huh? What do you say? It's not true.
No, I said that's true. Like some nonsense will happen.
It's not clean.
Where they have to restart or do something. And I'm like, come on, man.
It's
red flag.
It's never a clean day.
Or safety car immediately.
Day. No, exactly. Human Fly says we always seemed quicker than others on the harder tires for years now. Not sure why that is. I don't know what it is, man. There was one race though. There was one race when we put on a hard tire. We thought, yeah, we could run it again. Roll the tapes back, and we stunk. I can't remember what Grand Prix it was now.
I vaguely remember what you're thinking about as well. But
I think it's last season. We just thought we can plug and play. We did it again. We threw the hard tire on. We did nothing with the hard tire. But yeah, Human Flies, I do agree with you mostly on that though. We are incredible, especially Lando. Rosa says a criticism of Lando is that he can only win from pole. So in races that he fights back to win, it seems more credible to some, although it's his fault. Yeah. So yeah, honestly, it's he has to nip that in the bud for sure. But seeing him come back and overtake, and a great overtake at that, is obviously going to add more credit in his bank. Chris says, I read in an interview that Lando thinks about preserving his tires since before the first lap, so he doesn't mind losing a spot at the beginning. It's like,
just I don't care. Just please check off the distance. You could do some tire preservation when you're.
He could do Verstappen times and Hamilton times. Yeah, he could do Verstappen and Hamilton times, man. He could easily.
On the line, you don't need to do it. You don't need to do it then. You don't need to give up position on the line, and you're not too bothered. No, we don't need to do it. In this era, where certain tracks is not guaranteed to overtake. Come on,
absolutely not. No. Dre says Lando said that the grips at the start wasn't like they predicted. I don't know. It's him and his team. The start procedure is complicated. It wasn't even too bad, but Kimi's was just mighty. Kimi was off the rails when he started. I was like,
that's one thing I will say. The start that like Kimi was nuts.
Was absolutely nuts. And to be fair, Oscar could have had a good start had Thing not shut the door. Who shut the door on Oscar early doors? Was it Leclerc? I can't remember who it was now. Oscar was on a move as well, but he got shut down quick. Right. We spoke a lot about Lando. Mr. Piastri. It's the elephant in the room you were talking about regarding the Constructors' Championship.
I think when we have no chance of winning the Constructors' Championship if we get more races like that by Oscar.
That's an improvement from Hungary. Was it not?
Like, if we're looking at the stats right now, if I go on the F1 website and look at the standings for constructors, we are behind. Yeah. In the weekends that Lando's winning the race, we're not gaining on teams like that. We've got 263 points. Ferrari's got 338. Maybe that's obtainable to get them because it's less than 100, right? But Mercedes is on 425. That ain't happening at this rate. Oscar needs to be getting wins or on the podium. If Lando's winning, we can't not do that and try to think we're gonna even come back in the constructors. Maybe P2 is realistic. P1, I think that's done. I think we're done.
Yeah, I think Merck's got it.
The thing is that now, like, Oscar's very much in danger of and it's probably gonna happen because it's usually around this time of year, September time, where they make the decision on which driver we're gonna back later, further on down the line. It happened in 24, for Orlando. Like when the gap is too big between the two drivers, and that other driver is maybe in contention for a championship or long distance championship, then you're gonna get relegated to second driver for the rest of the season. And now
it's tough,
he
man.
put himself in that situation. And I think it's more, he probably isn't too bothered about that. It's more probably thinking, why can't I drive these cars right now? What's wrong?
Yeah. I would have thought over the summer break, had a moment, learned about, got the feel of like, okay, what am I good at? What am I not good at with this car? What don't I like? How do I mitigate those deficiencies? How do I take it to Lando? Like just head to head sort of thing. Not even worry about the table, not worry about the title, not worry about the championship, nothing like that. Because look, as Milani says here, it's the consistent finishing behind both the Ferraris and the Mercs that get me. Because he needs to be in the sandwich. He needs to be in the sandwich. I'm not even expecting him to even necessarily be podium or be, or winning the races. I need what they say, cat amongst the pigeons. He needs to be the cat in those pigeons. He needs to be the distraction, the spanner in the work. He needs to be like the extra. Just when Ferrari and Mercs or whoever think that they've had a nice day, oh man, we've got a thorn in our side called Oscar Piastri. That's what I want to see. That's all I want to see. And in that sense, we could have a conversation about the constructors. But when you put out those points that you just pulled out, man, it's a mission. It's funny because on the Sky graphic, and I think I must have read it wrong, because Sky put up their graphic of championship, and then it was like, how they do the deficit of how many points each team is behind. And I saw McLaren behind by 75 points. Now, I'm going to assume that's 75 points behind Ferrari rather than behind Mercedes. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Because you gave us 200 something, and the Mercs are 400.
So we're 200 and we're 200 and hold on, I've just lost it again. 263 and Mercedes are 425 points.
Yeah. It's curtains. It's curtains.
It's curtains if it continues the way it is at the moment. Because I think for me personally, just surface level watching the race, I'm thinking, oh, this isn't a particular optimal strategy for Oscar at the moment. Why are we doing the restart on hards? Why are we not staying out on the hards and so on? And kind of just trying to use the tire allocation to its maximum limit and trying to just probably sneak some positions and kind of go long and stuff like that. But now that I look at it in retrospect and kind of listening to what Oscar's saying and the team saying, he was just slow, man. He was just slow, man. He even said in it after the race, look, the idea was to start on hards, then go to the end, but it became pretty quickly clear that the hards weren't actually great. But I don't think this side of things was too much of an issue. He had a slow stop. All our stops are awful. We're going to talk about that later.
Bloody hell.
They said the pace was awful. Yeah. And he's when you're acutely aware that the pace is awful, then that's something that you have to kind of reflect within. And the team's probably very concerned about, okay, how do we help this guy now? Because we've got a guy winning races, and then the other guy, it looks bad on us as McLaren. It looks bad on us. You've got one guy that's winning races, comfy, and this guy is basically the back of the pack when it comes to the drivers of Ferrari, Mercedes, and McLaren. The guy's right at the back of that group. So it's a major issue because not only do McLaren need to fix it, but they're thinking about this is constructors' points equals money, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So this is not only just helping Oscar become quicker, and so weird. I feel like in qualifying he's okay because although he might qualify a couple places behind Lando. It's not by a lot. Maybe sometimes half a tenth is nothing basically. Yeah. He's just on the back end of it. I don't think the qualifying is that too much of an issue. It's the race stints where you're ending up 15 seconds, 20 seconds, 25 seconds behind your teammate.
Yeah.
Right. So it's he knows the car is good and he's not been able to get pace out of it. And that's something that he's acknowledging himself. So is it the way he's driving it? Is it the way the car is this kind of generation of cars slides about? It's not something that he can get on with. Same way that I've heard George have the same issues as well. It's really something that he needs to kind of get around, head around it and nip it in the bud now, because if it carries on later on down the line, I don't want it to become like a Daniel Ricciardo situation. And
I never thought I would be saying that.
He's losing more and more confidence, and he doesn't have, because he was exceptional in ground effect cars. yeah, there's
Yes.
going to be probably Lando fans out there probably say, oh, yeah, but he's not that quick. Yeah, he might not be as quick as Norris, but the guy was a good driver. He wins races on
Mate,
pace.
when he won races, he
I don't
won them well.
do that. This is not a situation where this guy's an awful driver. He's been an awful driver this whole time. He's getting exposed. No, this is more to do with, okay, he needs to get his head around it because he's only known ground effect cars. He needs to get his head around these type of cars. We're seeing other drivers trying to get their head around it and stuff like that. I'm not seeing Max Verstappen doing absolutely stellar performances week in, week out. It's a completely different vibe. So
no.
And it seems like something that they can't just copy and paste from Lando over to Oscar. So it's something that he needs to look within, if that makes sense.
Yeah, 100%. What do you think about this one here, yeah? Human Fly says, I agree. I think Lando has more of a chance of winning the drivers, and that's a long shot. So what do you guys think on this, right? Does Lando, is it more likely that Lando wins the Drivers' Championship than McLaren win the Constructors? Is that where we're at? Because once upon a time,
we've got a better chance Lando winning the championship than Constructors. I think
Constructors.
We have to get over that. That's done. Unless Oscar all of a sudden starts winning races and starts getting
cooking.
The guy's not been in the podium since Miami, bro.
Yeah,
that's wild. That's longer.
Was that race 5 or something? Dre says, yeah, Constructors is a problem.
And who would have thought I would be having this conversation after Miami and not even Miami got a podium, but his pace wasn't particularly good. But Japan was fantastic. Like we didn't think we were going to have these conversations because at the beginning of the season, the conversation is that both these drivers were driving good.
Oh, good. Yeah,
when they got the car, it was more on the team and the car fixing it. Now it's this situation, and the thing is, it's not even about the concerning words for Oscar on those interviews is it's not even a tire dig thing. He just said, I can't drive fast on these tires. That's two different things.
Yeah.
He's just like, I can't get pace out of it.
That's the concern.
That's a whole different conversation. That's
you know, he started P4, he finished P6 in Zandvoort. You know, like there's your flashing lights. Do you know what I mean? Drea says, look, Constructors is a problem. Teams are so close together. If we were the slowest from 6 to 8 cars, then it's tough. And that's why we can't blame the strategy team here. What can they do? There's only so much they can do. Shout out to Ranch. Big up yourself. Hope you're doing good and well. Oscar needs to buck Seb Loeb and do rallying to get used to these tires with limited grip. That's cooking him in races. That tire deck.
You have to understand the tire construction is different as well, bro. This is not the same. Not only is it different cars, it's different tires.
Yeah.
And different Pirellis, they're different size, they're different everything.
And the critique of Oscar we had last year was tire management, didn't we? Let's have it right. And this guy was doing well. So now it's different now. That is almost even worse. Where is Japanese GP Oscar? Yeah. It's a good question, Reincarnation. It's a good question. We need Oscar to take points off Merc and Mercedes, and we need Ferrari to take points off Merc. Absolutely. Yeah, take the points off the Merc, and yeah, exactly. Milani says, I don't enjoy a slow driver because
we could actually gain points in Constructors if that happens. Right now, we're like nicking at 1.2 points. That's not a pace that you can win a Constructors.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Last couple before getting to the awards. I don't enjoy a slow driver because the team will keep trying to bail him out with outlandish strategies. That's a good point there, Milani. Archer says all top teams were having stinkers in the pit lane. Yeah, there was several.
Yeah, I looked stinkers before we started the stream. I went to check on the DHR. I'm like, everybody's pit stops stunk, man.
There was a lot of smelly pit stops. But I noticed as well.
I was thinking, oh yeah, it's our team that's messing up. We did have the worst pit stop, by the way. But I don't think anybody had particularly good ones.
No, what I noticed as well is drivers not putting the car in the right pit box. That front left and the front right.
On their marks.
Not right on the mark. No, I noticed the front right and the front left tire, tire change person, right? They were having to lean to the left just to get the right angle, and that's already you're losing time. You're losing time straight away. On that, Oscar probably would have finished behind Max if he didn't crash at the start. Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot of things.
Well, Max already intended not to go on the hard tire as well, so I feel like Red Bull knew the hard tire was dead. The only person that probably made it work was Lando. I don't think the expectation now.
I agree with this comment though. By the way,
I don't expect the expectation is for him to drive on the level of Lando right now. I don't think that's the expectation. The
Maybe
expectation
not,
is to
no.
just be a good Formula One driver right now.
Yeah,
And
get back to being good.
bag podiums, get your P4s, get your P3s, get your P2s.
Yeah,
nick a win here and there, but just get back on it, if that makes sense.
yeah, because
feel like you're fast in the car, because guess what? The pace on the softs right now, man. He's having difficulties with certain compounds.
Yeah, and as you say, I think he will grow as well. If he starts to get those P3, P4s, P2s, time will come and time will be on his side. He will grow. Reincarnation says, I think later in the regulations, Oscar will get better with more grip. I think so too. I think Oscar will. I think I can see us now. In how long are these regulations? 5 years? You know, by God's grace, we're still doing this pod in 5 years' time. We'll be talking about the growth of Oscar Piastri from 26 to 2030. Like, we'll be talking about that. And I genuinely think that we'll be looking at Oscar thinking, yeah, do you know what, Oscar? You found it tough at the beginning, but my God, you worked your nuts off to get to where you are. And he'll be better. He was 30 seconds behind in Miami. That was kind of lucky. Others had problems. I don't know what happened. Orlando's early problems masked the performance that we had. Rosa says, just think about it. Lando and Oscar's most recent wins are at the same track. The issues from the end of last year have picked up this year too.
But there was performances within that gap that Oscar was fantastic.
Yeah.
Like Qatar, he should have just won. He should have won that with a landslide. So, like Japan, if things went his way this year, he should have won as well. So there were opportunities to win races there, but especially Qatar, that's not his fault.
And that's Formula One, isn't it? That's Formula One in a nutshell. Steph says, I think
this is the problem. Like, I think as a McLaren fan, I'm looking at it objectively. I'm just looking at Oscar. Okay, how can he improve his performance? I'm not looking at it as Lando versus Oscar, if that makes sense. I'm just thinking, okay, how can Oscar contribute better to the team at this moment in time? Lando's not an issue. I don't need to worry about it.
Yeah. Steph says, I think it's the fact that Lando had a hard time with the car last year and had to, but Oscar seemed comfortable for a long time. Lando had to adapt fast and in a hard way. And I think that's where we kind of have that praise on Lando a lot more. Dre says, next year the cars will have less downforce. They changed the aero regs a bit. I'm worried about that.
And that's a big problem.
Let's cross that bridge next year. Yeah, we have to cross that bridge next year.
In Stella, we trust. News, guys. We know to the point like what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to look for another driver. Why are you just coming with more bad news?
It's Stella we trust, guys. Remember,
give me positive news, please.
Melanie says, I worry that he won't get better. His issues with tire management and low grip circuits have plagued him since he joined MCL.
Can someone have a positive comment about Oscar Piastri, please?
Yeah, I want a positive comment. Listen,
the way people are talking right now, this guy's going to be selling pastries in Melbourne, not be a Formula One driver. That's how people are talking right now. That's over.
This is the positive one. He's gonna grow. He'll get better with time. Okay, let's get to the awards. It's already nearly 8:00. Pit crew. You said we had the worst pit stop of the weekend. There were some shocking pit stops out there.
I'm just gonna double check this because
there's some shocking pit stops.
They gave Oscar the pit stop
race. And yes, at least he qualifies well. Z, thank you for that positive one. Oscar had a great overtake, and quality isn't really a problem. Yes. That overtake, what the one? Who's it on?
George.
Oh, sensational! On the inside. Oh yeah, on the inside where he's not even allowed to.
Maybe now I'm going to be a Debbie Downer. I don't know if overtakes are good or not because of these regulations.
Whoa.
I don't know how to analyze them anymore.
Whoa. Let's just kayfabe, innit?
That's just kayfabe. This is an old man shouting at the clouds in the sky. Saying
if you watch
wrestling, rubbish.
If you watched wrestling when you were younger, you just got to suspend disbelief. I fully do not acknowledge the way in which everyone overtakes. I just watch it for what it is on the track, and I just take that as gospel. I know this.
So you're watching it like WWE, yeah? I know his head is not bleeding. I'm entertained regardless.
Listen, I am watching. I'm watching it for what it is. I'm definitely in a wrestling mode. 100%.
Okay, let's talk about pit crew. Yeah. So there's not a lot of pit stops. Yeah, there was 42 pit stops altogether, right?
Wow.
Yeah. and 22 of them were slower than 3 seconds.
22.
So there was a lot of stinkers here, yeah.
Do you know what? Is it because it's the first day back?
Place, yeah. If you look at 42nd place, yeah, it's Piastri 5.37.
Was everyone just a bit too waved over the summer?
And you know what? 41 is 4.66. That's how slow that is. So the second slowest is 4.66. Piastri's one is 5.37. It's not looking good, bro.
It's not looking good.
To be fair,
it's not looking
from
good.
there, all our pit stops are in the top 30. We've got a 3.2 for Norris. Yeah, we've got a 3 second for Piastri. We've got a 2.94 for Piastri. This is not good, bro. We've got 2.76 for Norris. Yeah,
it's not good, man.
And 2.76 was for Norris. That's supposed to be the clutch one. You know, the one at the end, the last stop. We had to make it right. Lap 47. They gave him a 2.6, 2.76. So not a good day in the office.
No.
But not many good days for most people. I think Russell got a 2.3. But for the pit crew, they just had an off day, man. It's my day off, man. I'm gonna have to give them a 4.
Z says 1. Reincarnation says 1.
You're pissing me off, man. Every time I saw our team going in pit lane, I knew what time it was. It was like last year. Remember we had the sticky gun thing?
Yeah, man.
Man. One of the stops was going to be slow.
Rosa says 4. Andrea says, look, they all had problems. Something was going on. They said it was very small pit lane.
Oh yeah, I reckon 2 cars, isn't it?
I reckon extra 2 cars, but also I reckon listen, everyone's just come off 4 weeks in Marbella or wherever it is they went, and honestly, they're just not fit. It's just pre-season, you know what I mean? But by Monza, they would have lost 2 more pounds. Every mechanic, they would have brought down 2 more pounds, and we're back on it.
So we have standards. We consider our pit crew to be the best pit crew out here.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to give them a 4. But then I expect them to be better. They will do better.
I think so. I think a 4 is fair. I think 4 is fair. Rai Papaya says Oscar was doing fine in Hungary, and it would have been close with Lando. What would we be saying if he had won that race?
And there is a scenario. There is a planet where he probably does.
Yes, 100%. Mechanics were
readjusting. He was hanging with him. You know, he was hanging. He was up there. He weren't like he was with the other driver struggling for his life.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The first thing was good. Like there's periods within a race where he's got pace and then he ain't got pace and then he's got pace. Yeah.
Yes.
Oscar we'll be speaking about this again in the coming streams. There's going to be plenty of streams coming up.
Mechanics were just readjusting. Mechanics were just readjusting after the break. I'm with you there, Rosa. I think that's the case. But they get a 4. Strategists seem to do all right. Seem to be fine. Like
I'm not happy.
They've actually. Oh, why?
Because, like, when I'm watching the race, I'm acutely aware of decisions that I'm against. I'm just not happy with it. I don't like the fact that you boxed Oscar. I don't care if he's saying, "Oh, I can't hit the lap times." Just keep him out there, then, man. Don't waste a set of hards. And then if he's struggling on hards, why are you putting him back on hards? Put him on used mediums or something. Put him on softs.
How long were those mediums going to last?
Don't say, "Oh, he's struggling on hards. I can't make the delta." And then put him on hards again. What's the point? So I'm angry about that. You know what? The bit where I lost my head when Antonelli pits. And then I'm seeing Norris directly behind him. You're racing him.
Yeah,
why the hell are you pitting directly right behind him? Are you all right in the head?
That was strange.
Just go long. Just go long.
I mean,
Hamilton went long.
As well,
the fact that they had to see Hamilton go long and be quick for them to learn that they needed to do that for the last thing is stupid.
Yeah, that was
when I saw Kimi pitting. Oh, Kimi's pitting. I'm seeing Lando behind him. My head's gone.
Yeah, it went.
So the one skill that you know this guy's got is going long and building a tire offset. You're not going to use it. You're going to box on the same lap as it. Not even one lap after, or the same lap. All right. And then for you to do in-race learning to realize, how many laps on the softs and he was all right. He gained places. Oh, let's do it in the last bit and then won the race. That's your only redeeming factor, that you actually realize that you made a mistake in the first. So that's why I'm being harsh.
Reincarnation says Lando's tire management bailed them out. We have learned from 2024 that team orders might be necessary. Mercedes obviously favor Kimi at this point. Z says 7. Reincarnation says 6. Z says actually I'm gonna go 6 because they should have pitted Lando at the same time as Kimi, as you just pointed out. I can't blame them for Oscar's situation. Rosa says strategist 6. I think they could have tried to undercut Kimi on the first pit stop, instead of having to make Lando overcut and make up for the deficit. Kimi's pace was bad.
You know what
on
they're
the
doing?
hards.
Have you seen that? You seen that GIF with Little Yachty and Drake?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, and they're looking at the computer screen. That's what they did when they realized, oh, you know what? We could have went long on the first thing, with Lando. Could have been much easier.
Yeah. Drea says strategy 6. It was difficult for Oscar. They didn't have any other tires than hards and used softs. Medium didn't work well. Lando's was okay. I'll give them a 6.5. 6.5 for me.
Because if I'm actually irate during the race, I'm giving you a 5.
Yeah, true. Oscar Piastri, what's our ratings for Piastri? Let us know in the chat.
Not looking good, bro.
It's not looking good, man. P6 in Zambor when he started P4.
He was
and
all right
that point out. Good in quality.
He's all right in quality, so I'm gonna but the race diabolical. I'm giving him 5.
Oh, 5. I was gonna go 6. Just because it's easy to go 5 after the fact that the race was second, but qualifying was good. But you guys are harsh in the chat. Reincarnation says Oscar 5, Z 4. Damn.
You have to remember he finished in the points. We were giving 4s when he weren't in the points.
Do you know what I'm saying? He's
like he did something stupid or something happened.
He's in there, top 6. He's in there, top 6. Do you know what I mean? And if you're not having a good day,
it wasn't a good race. I'm gonna give him a 5. That's it.
Oscar 6 says right.
Only because qualifying was decent. That's it.
No more than a 5 says Human Flies. Oscar Piastri, good 6, good quality for sprint and for race. That's true actually as well for sprint as well. I don't want to be too harsh, but the pace was terrible. I think 5.2. I'm gonna go 6. I'll give Oscar a 6. Lando Norris, get us your thoughts on Lando Norris. 10.
That's a top 3 Norris.
10.
It's a top 3 Norris win.
Pole and top 3
top
Norris
3.
Win. Yo.
I think that's a top 3 Norris win.
Wow, 10 reincarnation.
What, I'm trying to think of other Norris wins I'd put ahead of it. I'd say Brazil last year was better than that.
Brazil was amazing.
What other win would I put there?
Brazil was amazing.
I really liked Zandvoort, the first one as well. I really liked that one.
Monaco 25.
I liked Singapore, but then he nearly crashed the car, so that was nice.
I was gonna say, look.
Oh no, okay. My top three Lando wins is AD 24.
Yeah.
Brazil last year, Brazil 25, and then this one.
Where does Mexico rank? Mexico was
4th.
Was 4th. I hear it.
Only because Mexico was just it was pole and win, innit? It was pole and win, yeah. Brazil was sprint win. He was just cooking everything.
He destroyed.
He was doing a madness the whole weekend.
Yeah. Z saying 10. Rosa says 9. Minus points for the second start. Maybe could have defended Charles in the sprint.
That pissed me off, man. I was just I'm done with this, man. I lost my head. I actually just lost my head when I can't. Even though Kimi had a great start, whatever. I'm just please, man, this shouldn't be an expectation, man. I shouldn't even be worrying about this.
Yeah, I'm with Riper Pie on this. 9.5. I can't give him a 10.
Listen, the reason why it's not top 2 wins. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have to put it behind Mexico just because of the start. So I'll say it's his 4th best out of 13.
Human Fly says 9. We did.
I don't know where you guys rank what the best wins are. You know what I mean? But
yeah, it's a good.
I'm actually going to listen to 4th now.
I've got to go back and watch all his wins and think about which ones was the ones I was most impressed with. Yeah, definitely. He definitely defensive posture on his starts. He does. I'm always worried at the start. I shouldn't have to worry, says Archer.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying, man.
9.5.
I don't want to be that guy, but if we had like, I don't remember being a kid seeing Michael Schumacher. You're worrying if he's going to keep the start. No.
You're not. You
I
never
need to worry about Hamilton keeping the start. I knew he was going to keep
it. You never did. Yeah. I like the Monaco win more than this one. The sprint was okay. The car was not dialed in. He was still a lot faster than Oscar. He was just the start. Yeah. I've got 9.5. He's still sticking with
Monaco 25 was emotional for him.
No, that was emotional. That was emotional.
Sentimental,
for sure.
but you have to remember he's driving around Monaco.
Hey,
if we're talking about qualifying, that would be like number one qualifying. Like,
yeah. But yeah, by the way, yeah. So are you sticking with 10?
9.9.
9.9.
Because you have to understand the start actually pissed me off.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was in a bad mood that day, but it actually pissed me off. I'm like, I can't be asked. And especially because I was relieved from the first one. I was like, good job. Yeah. Because it wasn't even like Norris did anything. The other guy bottled it. Russell bottled it.
Yeah.
So I was like, alhamdulillah. Thank God.
True.
We're out of it. Then all that happens, and they have to do it again. I'm like, why do I have to relive this crap?
It's so true. Guys, we are back, back-to-back wins, and we'll be back after Monza. Listen, I have a good feeling about Monza. I don't know about y'all, but I've got a good feeling about Monza. I genuinely think we are here to dunk on Ferrari head top. I'm calling it now. Lando Norris winning Monza.
Don't say that, because what if Ferrari wins?
And then I have to
like switch off my TV.
It's peak.
10 laps from the end, because I know Ferrari's gonna win.
But man, had your harsh on the times, but today at 10.
Because I saw things that I don't see in other wins. But I'm giving him a 9.9. Dre. I've adjusted. Now I've seen I'm kind of remembering all the other wins. I'll say it's the fourth best win.
It's the context. Yeah, you're putting it in.
I actually have to check my ratings for the wins now.
Yeah, it'll be intriguing to know.
As a person that does ratings, I need to reflect on my consistency in my ratings. I don't want to be inconsistent. It's very difficult to remember these things.
Z says, I had a dream about Monza. They say Monza is like Silverstone in terms of harvesting, energy harvesting and deployment. Listen, guys, get ready to drink in. In fact, order a pasta, order a pizza, get some red vino if you drink.
I just seen an Arsenal Twitter account posting Lando Norris.
Whoa. Saying what? I'm already living with Arsenal for not. Oh, okay. This thing with Declan Rice. Yeah, they did this last year, I think. Last season.
They did it last year.
Yeah. It's all mad, man. It's all mad. Yeah. Watch raising the bar now. Yeah. Get involved, man. Get involved. It's McLaren propaganda. I know, man. That's what I need. By the way, I've got a connect over there now, so we will. Let's see.
Are we gonna get some content?
Let's see,
guys.
Listen. Who knows, me? I got a connect in the MTC, so we'll just watch this space. Is all I'll say. Isn't Ferrari coming with their engine upgrade at Monza? I feel that they always do. Yeah, the thing is, Hamilton was talking.
They always come with the engine. Cool.
Do you know what? Yeah, but Hamilton said like, we'll do well to try and get to be well in Monza. And I thought to myself, hang on a minute, Ferrari serve all year for this one race, this one and Monaco. They wait all year for this. So what's changed? I don't know if Hamilton was kind of deflecting or whether he's giving us a bit of insight that maybe Ferrari might not be that great. Who knows? Dre says he really impressed a lot of people besides the start, so we take a 9.9. We'll take that. Ferrari shall not win their home race in Jesus' name, 100%. Peter's burner account is not my burner account, I can assure you. Chris says, hey guys, what's your opinion on McLaren appealing the Monaco results with Red Bull to try and find and get the results nullified?
Yeah, if they get nullified, I don't care, because guess what? One of my drivers wasn't even in the race.
For real?
Driver didn't win either, so it don't really matter. Get rid of those results. Benefits us.
Do what you want. Do as you wish. Exactly. Do as you wish. Kimi's getting ADUO. Yeah, of course he is. Yeah. Upgrade 2. Hamilton learns he's at Ferrari. He's learned it already. Guys, it's been sensational. It's been emotional. We'll be back after the Monaco Grand Prix. That's not next week, but the week after, isn't it? There's no just when you're giving us a 5-week break, 4-week break, you're not even going to give us a back-to-back. But anyway, there'll be
Italian
there's plenty of
Grand Prix
races
and
still to come.
Mandarin.
Yes, indeed, guys. It's been emotional. It's been great. Back-to-back wins. Listen, let's just drink that pole position. Drink that that race win. We're on top. We're on top. We will see you guys after Monza. Until next time, we are out, people. Peace.